presentation. A good friend of ours by the name of Ken Robinson, reached out to us about 18 months ago. And he said, Verdita and Harvey, I have something that's incredible. You have to hear about this. You got to try this. And what he was referring to was something that you're going to be hearing about tonight, which is a tiny little patch. This tiny little patch, I'm going to tell you more about that in a moment. But he asked us to try this patch. He also invited us to a call just like the one you're on. And we heard some incredible testimonies of life-changing experiences with people. And we went out of town that night, the next day. And lo and behold, we decided to try the patch just out of curiosity and just out of, just obedience. And when we wore this patch the first night, something amazing happened. Now, my husband, first of all, we didn't think that we needed this patch because we heard people with types of ailments like extreme pain, some type of chronic illness, and we did not put ourselves in that category, but we decided to try the patch anyway. My husband had been suffering with sleep apnea for over 10 years, and he also had acid reflux, and so he would snore really bad, really loud, also choking and coughing all night long. And so we didn't think that this patch would help with something like that. But the next morning we woke up, I noticed that he had not snored, but I did not attribute it to the patch. I just felt that it was just a lucky night. So the next night, the same thing happened because he wore the patch. We wore the patch again. Both of us, of course, got a really good night's sleep, but once again, he did not snore. And to be honest with you, he has not snored since that night in November of 2022. That was 18 months ago. And so you can imagine how that affected us. We felt like, oh my God, this is something that everybody needs to know about. So we decided that we wanted to be ambassadors because we really care about people. We wanted to help spread the word about this technology all over the world as quickly as possible. And that's why I'm here tonight. And I hope you can get something out of this presentation, just like we have gotten these people that have possibly invited you to the call. I hope it's something that you can, really get a hold of. So please take notes. And as we go through this presentation, you may identify, well, you may be thinking of people that really can use this technology in a big way. So let me go forward. But the first question I want to ask you is, have you been patched? You see, the reason I asked you that question is because somebody may have put a patch on you. And if you've been patched, you know already that all of a sudden your body just felt rejuvenated. Because what happens when you wear the patch, it elevates copper peptides in your body. And it's been proven by scientists that if copper peptides in your body are elevated, in turn, it's going to reactivate dormant stem cells that are in your body, and your body is going to be regenerated. Now, why are we saying it's going to elevate or reactivate dormant stem cells? Because by the age of 30, it is determined that by the time you're 30, half of your stem cells are dormant, they're inactive. And then by the time we're 60, almost all of our stem cell activity is gone. And that's why we say that it's important to wear this patch. See, this patch was developed by a gentleman by the name of David Schmidt. He's a very brilliant scientist, and he has over 180 patents. He's an inventor of so many patches in particular. And literally about 20 years ago, he was commissioned by the federal government to create something for the Navy SEALs to keep them energized as they were underwater in a new project involving a submarine. And so that project was very successful. And so that was the beginning of his career, but he continued developing things that help people with their health regarding health technology in the form of these patches. But then about 2008, he started focusing his attention on stem cell research. And he started working on this patch that I'm talking about. It took him 10 years of research where he spent all this time with these 80 case studies around the world with some of the most proficient doctors in the world. They spent about $4.5 million just to bring it to market. That just shows you the value of what we're talking about. This is very, very sophisticated and very, very important. Now, here's the patent. See, the patent was developed back in 2020, and it's a 20-year patent. So We have exclusive rights to market as well as develop this technology for the next 16, 17 years. But it reads right here in the patent. You know, it elevates copper peptides in the body. I told you that scientists proved that it could happen. I mean, if you had copper peptides elevated in your body, it's going to reactivate the stem cells. The problem, nobody could do it. They said it would never happen because nobody could do it. See, what people were used to is getting stem cell injections. And see, stem cell injections come from embryos or the, it's some other adult, the umbilical cord. So that's not a really good option. You know, stem cell injections are expensive. They can range from $5,000 to over $100,000. I did meet a gentleman that spent $100,000 on stem cell injections. They're localized, meaning if you've got some issue, let's say you have bone on bone in your knee and you got an injection, it's not going to help you with your heart or your brain or your lungs or anything else. Whereas the patch is systematic and it helps you with everything in your body. It could be all at one time. You never know what the patch is going to do. That's a big difference. Those injections not covered by your insurance and they're no guarantee. And so that's why it's important to understand that this is systematic. Anywhere in your body, it's very affordable, about the price of a cup of coffee, and it's not localized, and it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, how do you wear this patch? It's so simple, you guys, and I love this part because I'm the kind of person, if there's something wrong with me, I hate taking pills simply because I can't swallow them. But this patch is easy. It works really simple. First of all, it's a form of phototherapy. And phototherapy, if you never heard of it before, just imagine when you go outside in the sun, what happens? The vitamin D in your body is elevated. And so that's a form of phototherapy. So it's something that's been around for centuries. It's not anything new. It's got nanocrystals in the center of the patch, very salts and sugars made out of plants. So nanocrystal technology. So nothing is in this patch. So therefore it's non-transdermal. Nothing goes into your body. But the way it works is this, like I said, phototherapy. You take the paper off the back, just like you would a Band-Aid. You apply it to anywhere in your body. And then the light of your body, which is all of us, we're light beings. So the light of your body reflects off of those crystals. In turn, they elevate those copper peptides, and it goes to work to reactivate our stem cells instantaneous, you guys. That is amazing. Now, we're going to make sure you understand, we're not saying that this product is going to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease. We're saying this patch is going to give you a reboot, and it lets your body do what it's supposed to do. Now, there are many benefits of the patch. Some of them are mentioned right here on this page: increased strength, reduce inflammation, increase stamina. You know, as we get older, all of those things, we're not as strong as we used to be. Inflammation, when you have any type of pain or disease, there is definitely some inflammation, present. And that's why people are in so much pain, you guys. Energy and vitality, mental clarity. I know one of the things as we get older, we forget a lot of things, or maybe even get confused. You don't have to be older. You can have some kind of issue with your brain where you're not thinking clearly. Muscular and skeletal conditions. When we get older, our skeletal system gets brittle. It's less, our bones are less dense. So can you imagine your muscles and your skeletal systems are getting restored? Improved sleep. Remember, I told you the story about my husband. I mean, he was snoring and coughing for 10 years with sleep apnea, and all of that has gone away. Improved skin appearance. We've got people that have very, just conditions that are there's no cure for them, such as vitiligo. There's no cure for it. That's a discoloration in your skin. But we've seen people who, after a year, their skin was even all over. Teenagers with acne and stuff like that. So that's what we mean by skin appearance, the sagging of your skin. So once again, we're here to achieve a state of optimal health, physical, mental, and social well-being. You guys, this is amazing. Now, I told you there were some case studies involved, 80 of them. And let me tell you what literally happened in these case studies. The first few days, over 4,000 genes began to reset. Let me tell you why that's so significant. Because I learned rather from a physician that when you drink a glass of red wine, which has resveratrol in it, you can expect two genes to be reset. And they say that, oh, that's going to extend your life. But this is much more powerful. Over 4,000 genes begin to reset in the first few days, you guys. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. You know, anybody with PTSD, anybody with autism, anyone that has dementia or Parkinson, or yeah, even Parkinson, as well as Alzheimer's. Those are conditions that depression, all of those are relevant to people whose brains are imbalanced. So within 6 weeks, they literally saw those things happen in those case studies. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. The collagen is not just on your skin and your face. We're not just talking about lifting your skin. We're also talking about your bones and your muscles, all the things in your organs. Within 6 months, the heart reverses in age. Now, I need to take a moment right here because I want you to really understand what I mean by that. They say that for every 6 months that we wear this patch, our heart reverses 8 years. Now, I don't know about you, but as I get older, I want my heart to be younger. And that's very important. We have a friend right here in Atlanta, Georgia, that's a good example of what happens when you wear this patch. This gentleman had a stroke. Not only did he have diabetes, and as a result of that diabetes, he had a stroke back in about 4 years ago. And with that stroke, they did not allow him to leave the hospital without a pacemaker and defibrillator. Well, as you know, a few months ago, maybe about 18 months ago, his friend gave him a few of these patches. On the third day, he was no longer taking insulin shots, which he was taking about 5 a day. He's at a very acute situation, but also he was seeing that cardiologist every 6 weeks. That's how bad his situation was. But when he went to the cardiologist 6 weeks after starting to wear the patch, the cardiologist came out of the room. Normally it's the nurse, but this time the cardiologist came out and says, "Mr. Payton, what are you doing?" He says, "What do you mean, what am I doing?" He says, "Well, your heart is no longer relying on the pacemaker. It's operating on its own. What are you doing?" And so he says, "Well, all I've been doing is wearing this patch." and see, that's a good example. When you wear this patch, in his case, the stem cells, your brain tells you, it tells your body, this person needs stem cells, renewed stem cells in his heart area. And that's what it does. It goes to work, you guys. It is phenomenal. And so David Schmidt, our inventor, is saying this is not just anti-aging, it is age reversing, you guys. We're getting younger and younger. Every organ of our body is getting younger and younger by the day as we wear this patch. So I'm hoping you understand why if you decide to wear this patch, you want to continue, because you want to get all your organs younger and younger with every time, every month or every year or whatever. Now, you're looking at a topography map. Now, on this map, this is where they took a woman that was 77 years old, and they placed the X39. We call this patch the X39 stem cell reactivation patch. They put that on the back of her neck. Now, this lady had inflammation in her brain, and she had lack of brain coherence. So the red area is reflective of the fact that she had inflammation all over her brain. But 3 weeks later, when they looked at her again, there was no more inflammation, and there was improved brain coherence. 3 more weeks later, there was a complete turnaround, you guys, and better brain coherence. She walked in there with a brain that was hyperactive, and it calmed down dramatically after the second visit. And after wearing this patch for 6 weeks total, her brain remained calm. See, this could be your brain. And I mean, literally, we are all under so much stress, but I don't care what is going on with you. Inflammation is a result of all these things that are happening to our bodies. And so this could be our heart. This could be our liver. I mean, this could be our lungs. Do you want inflammation in all those areas? This is what the patch is going to do. It is going to reduce that inflammation. Now, how do you wear this patch? You can literally wear it anywhere. I'm wearing mine on the back of my neck, just like this in this diagram right here. I like to wear it there. Sometimes I wear it on the belly button. And this is just where they used them during the case studies. But many people wear them right here on their wrist, or, or on their, their chest. It's a lot of different places you can wear them, but that's not the important part. The important part is that you want to drink plenty of water, because we're talking about a sophisticated technology that has a frequency that operates better when it's flowing through energy. The water in your body allows it to operate better and more efficiently. I'm sure you want it to do that. So if you don't drink enough water, please change your habits and start drinking more water. But you just wear this patch 12 hours. Put it on when you wake up in the morning, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, take it off at 8 o'clock at night. It's a very simple process. And so anybody can learn to do it. Now, I could go on and on, as you can probably imagine. There, I told you there's all these case studies that back up everything I'm saying. Doctors' reviews that substantiate every single thing I'm saying. But we don't have time to go over that all tonight. But also, I'm sure you want to see this information for yourself. So we're going to once again reiterate where you can get that information. However, I want to make this completely simple for everybody. I want you to get it. And so this is why I've invited a few people to the call, so that you can hear from some real life people, what this patch is doing for them. So the first person I want to invite is Miss Lisa Platt. She's already unmuted herself. Miss Lisa out of Atlanta.
I was like, the last time I checked, I was a girl.
So excited to share her testimony. But anyway, Miss Lisa, please share with them your incredible testimony tonight.
Hello, everybody. This is so exciting. Thank you so much, Rita. I appreciate you. As a matter of fact, she just mentioned about drinking lots of water. I just found Gatorade puts out a water, it added electrolytes. You want to add electrolytes because you want this patch to work till its fullest. And our bodies are full of so much toxins that you want to flush them out. Well, my name is Lisa Platt. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and I'm now located in Atlanta, Georgia. My occupation, I'm 21 years with Marriott in the food and beverage department. I lift, I bend, I stretch, I run, I do everything. I've done everything in the hotel. I'm, and in all the years I've been doing that, I've been standing on my feet since I'm 16 years old, and I'm 61. And everything was, according to the MRI, herniated, bulging, disc disease, scoliosis. I used to play tennis, and I went down for a low shot and I pulled my left hip out of its socket. That has never been the same. And the pain has always been there. And they told me that the bone is just going to develop more arthritis. And of course, I got arthritis in my bones. So my diagnosis, I've been in pain. I had 2 jobs. I really had a good cushy job that I loved at the stadium. I was at every game, every concert. But because of my bones, I would cry walking to my car because I couldn't walk. The pain was so bad. Now, 3 weeks, I went to the doctor and they put me on prescriptions. Of course, that's what they do. They're practicing physicians. That's why they're called practicing physicians. So anyway, they put me on anti-inflammatories, and a very strong one that didn't work right away. So I had to take more. She said, take as many as you like. I'm like, okay. That messed up my stomach. Then she also had me, she said, I'm giving you antidepressants. I said, for what? My back? She's like, yeah. I said, okay, cool. Because I'm a little Cocoa Puff sometimes. So I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, So anyway, so I got those prescriptions. I've been on those prescriptions now for a year. And no, they don't help. No, I'd have to take more. And then I start crying. I guess the antidepressants aren't work because this is killing me. And yeah, it really was so frustrating. And then 3 weeks ago, I'm going through the car wash right down the street. And I'm driving through and I come out and I look over and ladies and gentlemen, I'm single. So I see this handsome man with a gorgeous car. And I thought, God, is this my 3rd husband? So I pulled him next to him and I'm, hey, how you doing? And we started conversation. And the next thing I know, I'm crying about all the aches and pains I got in my body. And he's like, wait a minute, I got something for you. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And he goes, this patch. And he pulls out the little patch and he said, wait, I said, okay, put it on me. And he put it on me. And I'm like, I'm not kidding. Within 20 minutes, I'm like, wow, okay, I'm digging this. And I went home so excited, but because I got excited, and I said to him, how do I get my hands on this? And he said, I said, is it MLM? Is it direct sales, whatever? I said, that I love. If everything was sold that way, there would be no poverty. We'd all be wealthy, okay? Even if we sold toothpaste that way, but that's a whole other situation. But anyway, so yeah. So I joined up, and I joined up as a silver, and all my pains, hello, bye-bye. And as I said, I'm a bartender. Last night I brought the hotel in $2,400 in revenue last night. I made over $400 in tips. But you want to talk about running around? I was talking, running, baking drinks, slinging drinks. And at the end of the night, I had to take 2 hours to clean that bar. And guess what? I did not cry. I did not stand there. I did not boo. I felt so great because I had two on. I wore two patches to work last night, one on my neck and one on my sciatic hip. And I'll tell you why. I was so excited. I was telling everybody. Now I can get fired for that, but I don't care anymore because I'm telling everybody. And I got a phone number for a guy who wants more information. So that's exciting. So bottom line is this works, people. Look at me straight in the eyes. I'm going to tell you this works. Amazing. Totally amazing. I'm so grateful that I bumped into Mr. Hines. I appreciate you. Verdita, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you all. And that meeting the other night, that blew me away. And I'm going to run down to the Believe convention because guess what? I believe, and this is it. And that's the best part. This is it. It's it. It's easy.
That's right.
Okay.
That is
Thank
right,
you.
Lisa. Thank you for your powerful
Thank you.
testimony. I know you all feel Lisa's energy and, all the pains that you went through, Lisa, and this is what it's all about, you guys. We're trying to help people get out of their situation. And so this is a perfect example of how this patch works. So thanks again, Lisa. I want to bring on my next guest, Mr. Stacy Simmons. I believe he's out of the Clearwater, Florida area. Stacy, you can unmute your mic and share your video. Thank you.
Can you see me?
I see you.
Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Verdita? Hey, I was just listening to Lisa and then Miss Verdita talking about this patch, and I have it on my hand this evening. Guys, I love this patch. This patch has changed my life. I was just trying to jot down some of the things that it has done for me. I've been wearing the patch now for a little over a year. I was introduced to it by a friend who told me I need to check this out. And me kind of being a little apprehensive, I didn't want to. And I finally gave it to my wife and my daughter to try out. And my wife was like, "What is that you gave me? My back feels amazing." And my daughter told me that she slept like a baby. And I was like, "Oh, shoot, they work?" So I got back in contact with my buddy and I got a few more patches and I've been trying them out. Guys, what I didn't tell you, I'm a former NFL wide receiver. So I had a lot of problems, with my days of playing football. I had a brain tumor removed. I had a couple of knee replacements. I had several surgeries. And with this patch now that I've been wearing, everything has changed. The swelling in my body's going down. Just how I feel. I sleep like a baby. I have energy out of this world. And I keep a bald head. However, I have to shave every day now. That's something that's not too cool, but it is a cool thing because my daughter is bragging about how her hair is just blossoming. So what I want to tell you guys, whoever told you about this patch, make sure you get back with them because this is something that will change your life forever.
Well, thank you so much, Stacy, for that powerful testimony. You talked about those aches and pains. You talked about all kinds of things. We never know what this patch is going to do for us. So, once again, a powerful testimony. But I do have one more guest out of the California area. Ms. Gabrielle, can you unmute yourself and share your video?
Hello.
Hey there.
Good to see you. Good to see you, everyone. Yes, I'm here calling from San Francisco, California. This amazing X39 patch. So November 2022, I got a call from ZR Kendrick. I was in bed. I really didn't want to answer the phone. I was in so much pain. I'm a cancer survivor. So I had like 5 surgeries during that procedure. I went through 5 knee surgeries in my 30s. And I've had tumors. I've literally just had a lifelong journey with pain and chronic illness from a child. So I kind of learned how to function regularly in pain, in high levels of pain for many years. And at the time I got the call, I wasn't handling it well. And I gave up doing all of the injections and all the epidurals and all the things and all the pain management because it was destroying all of my organs. So I had to rely on natural remedies for pain. And I really didn't even want to answer the phone, but I was so grateful that I did that because from me answering that call, I was able to get some patches mailed to me. And I was planning a trip where that when you're moving around and I'm traveling, I tend to end up in a lot of pain because of the movement of my body. And so I have so-called fibromyalgia and a lot of other things and conditions from all of that. So nerve damage in my knee. And so I struggle with a lot of pain. So on that trip, I wasn't even able to participate in some of the functions because I was in so much pain. And that's the reason why I said, let me take these patches with me because I already know the routine when I'm moving around and traveling. And so I was in so much pain, I could not participate, put those patches on, immediately felt the relief, I had several more to take me through that cruise and that vacation. And I got off that ship, called ZR and was like, thank you. I'm in. What do I need to do to get more? And I immediately signed up at Gold and started sharing it with family and friends. And really wasn't interested in doing the business. And really over a whole year, just continued to just share with people that I knew. And then I started getting calls from my customers that had cancer, that had MS, that was struggling with depression, and just kind of alerted me like what's going on, like these patches are amazing. I said, I know, and so from that call back in November 2023, a year later, I've seen so many results. I suffered from depression because I was living through chronic pain, but also because I was struggling because 13 years ago, I buried my husband. He was murdered by the police. 5 years ago, I buried my son after a situation with the police that led to him committing suicide. And I was literally was not the same mentally, emotionally, and just really just functioning, just feel like just barely making it. And no one could even knew this. And really didn't even want to be here anymore because of the physical pain and the emotional pain. And those patches changed all of that. And here I am a year later, and everywhere I go, I make sure I share the benefits of these patches everywhere I go. And my mom, 93 years old, it dissolved the tumor in her leg. My sisters, all of them are wearing the patches. So if you've been given this patch, put it on, wear it, it will change your life. Here I am about to go into 2 years of wearing this patch, and the list just goes on and on and on about the benefits that I'm seeing. And one of the things I've noticed, I was a child and I had to have surgery where the orthodontist had to pull my front tooth all the way down. So it affected me smiling. I never liked to smile because of all of the challenges I had just to have a front tooth. And so as I got older, it was loose. I was scared to bite into things. It was hard for me to eat. It was starting to feel looser and looser as I got older. This tooth is so strong that I bit into an apple, and I never would bite into apples. I bit into an apple a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, all the gums are growing around the tooth that never had gums growing around that tooth because it was pulled down. So it was always never covered. It's covered now with my gum line. So the list goes on. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share these amazing benefits, and get on that patch if you haven't. Please put it on. It will change your life.
Well, thank you, Gabrielle, because what all this you just shared is giving me the chills. I mean, first of all, it's changed your life, and I'm pretty sure it's blessing every single person on this call. You said so many things. Just for example, the last thing she said about her gums growing around her tooth.
Yes.
No one expects these types of things. I mean, that's why you got to continue to wear the patch. Not because you're going to see some things up front that happen, but you're missing the blessing if you don't stay on them long enough to see all the other things it's going to do with you. So thank you, Gabrielle, for making it perfectly clear to everybody why they need to be wearing this patch, why they need to be telling everybody about the patch, and not why they need to stay on the patch. So you can
Stay
stop
on
your
it.
screen
Yes.
and we're going to get back to the presentation. Okay, thank us again. Now, let me remind you that you can go to this website called thisisit.info.com. That's where you're going to get all the information about the patch, the doctor's reviews, the case studies, testimonies about all kinds of issues that people had prior to using the patch and what the patch has done for them. So do that for yourself. That is the site. That is where you research. This is where we send doctors. This is where we send nurses. This is where we send therapists. This is where we send everybody to this site. So it might as well be you as well. Now, I want to ask you to put your business hat on, because keep in mind, you know, we help our company, we've helped our company grow because we are telling everybody about this patch. But guess what? We do get compensated for this. And our company, LifeWave, is about to be 20 years old in October of this year. And we were doing about 20 million a year for the first like 17 years. And when this patch came out, when the X39 came out, because remember he had other patches. So we had other patches. So when this patch came out, this was the masterpiece. This was the culmination of all those other patches put together. And that's what took our company to 320 million in the last 3 years. But literally we ended 2023 at 430 million. So the company is exploding. We're in over 75 countries. And this is not some product that you can, you know, get anywhere. Remember, I told you we have exclusive rights, but you can get products from companies like weight loss, skincare, and supplements. You can get those everywhere. Everybody has those. There's nothing exciting or unique about that. But our product is a game changer. It is disrupting the industry, and it screams opportunity for you and me. Now, this chart right here is just sharing with you why our company is the fastest growing company in the world, according to businessforhome.org. As a matter of fact, the team that we're on, This Is It team. You know, I keep talking about This Is It info. Our team is called This Is It team. We are the fastest growing team in the company. We've exceeded the company's growth, which means we've exceeded the growth of any team in the world. And so you need to know that you should be proud that you're part of a company that is #1 in the world in direct sales, as well as our team. Now, this page right here just reflects what, you know, most of us, what's important to most of us. Family is important to all of us. Time freedom. I cannot tell you how I love time freedom, be able to do the things I want to do, when I want to do them, how I want to do them. Why I'm able to do that? Because of what we're about to share with you right now. A concept that will create residual income for you. As you get older, you're going to see the money coming and coming. It's security. All of these things are under this umbrella of what we're talking about, residual income. So we're going to show you, we already told you how to have better health, but you're going to have that better health if you stay on these patches, and you're going to be able to do things, get out of debt, etc. Now, let me tell you how we get compensated. All right, it's very exciting, you guys. We have a compensation plan that is second to none. And this compensation plan has 4 components. I'm going to just highlight 2 of them. The first one I want to tell you about is our team commission. That simply means that we earn commissions through a team effort. All of us contribute to the commission that is generated right here. And this is just a display of how that works. Let's say this is you. And let's say you just thought of you just heard Gabrielle talk. Let's say you just thought about your sister had MS, and you thought about your brother that, has been having migraine headaches for years. You thought about one of your colleagues who comes into the office limping every day. You thought about a friend from church who has been dealing with, conditions with her stomach. Okay. And all of those people say, you know what? They get on a call like this, or you just send them that This Is It info. They like what they hear, and they say, I want to try those patches. They buy one of our packages, which I'm going to share with you in a moment. They buy one of those packages, which contains these patches that I keep talking about. They come in a package like this, 30 of them to last you for a whole month, and it's beautiful packaging. They buy a package, and guess what? The company's going to pay you a commission right away just for doing that, but they're also going to allow you to participate in our team commission, which means you're going to be placed in a binary. A binary simply means 2 teams you're building. You're going to put one person on your left Next person you're going to put on your right. Next person you're going to put and guess what? Not only are you putting people in this binary, the person who introduced you to this to this information is also placing people in this binary. So when they bring somebody, say for example, if they placed you on their left side, if they're going to be bringing people on your left side, and you get paid on all the people that they're bringing in on your left side. Some of these people that fall below you that they bring in, all those people, you get paid on them as well to infinity. And this is why one day you're going to look up and you're going to be earning $25,000 per week. That's $100,000 a month, you guys, or $1.2 million a year. That's a lot of money based on not only your efforts, but other people's efforts as well. So I challenge you, I encourage you, if you like what you hear, don't hesitate, because you might just happen to be placed in the binary right in front of somebody who knows a whole lot of people, have a lot of influence, like the bishop that we have on our team in North Carolina. He has 12 churches. The person that he fell under is very, very fortunate. Guess why? Because they get paid on all those people. Now, this is the part of the compensation plan that you might really get excited about, because it is unlimited income potential. You get to match, you get matching bonuses on the people that you bring on board. Let's say that bishop that I just talked about, let's say that he comes in and he earns $1,000 in binary commissions this week. I'm just not calling anybody's names. I'm just giving an example. Or it could have been me you brought on board. But let's say that, this bishop earned $1,000 this week. That means that you're going to get 25% of what he earns in the binary, as long as you have already hit the level of manager. I just showed you manager is when you get 4 people, and I just shared that with you. So you get 25% or $250. But suppose there were 10 people that you shared that with, and they all earned $1,000 in the binary. Now, instead of $250, you're earning $2,500. So do you see the potential here? There's no limit to the number of people that you can introduce this to. Guess what? In order for them to earn this money in the binary, these people on your first level, they had to share it with other people. Those people that they introduced it to fall on your second level. You get 20% every time these people earn money. If they earn 1,000, you make 200. So you can see the potential there. Way more people on the second level than there are on the first level. The people on your second level earned money in the binary because they introduced people. So now those people fall on your third level. So now you have 3 levels of matching bonuses, 25% on the first level and 20% on the second and third level. You guys, that is a beautiful thing. I don't know how many people how many of you are earning matching bonuses of people in your job that you're helping them, with, training them on your job. Do you get a percentage of what they earn? No, this is why, what this concept that we're talking about, this is what I mean by residual income. These people are going to continue to earn, to purchase these patches every single month if they understand the benefit of it, and you get paid every time all of those people in that binary purchase those patches. It's a beautiful thing. This is a diagram of a application that we use to just capture the information required to get you in the system. To get you into the binary, you need to purchase one of these patches and one of these packages. That package, the silver package that you see right here, is means you getting 3. Let me go to the next page so you can see it better. The silver package simply means that you're getting 3 sleeves, 3 30-day supplies. It costs $300. So now you're spending $100 per sleeve. If you said, well, I don't really want to get a package, I just want to try one, I'll just be your customer. Well, if you just want to be a customer, it's going to cost you $150. But if you got 2 of them because you're married, that's going to cost you $300. Doesn't it make more sense to get 3 of these for $300 than 2 of them for $300? And it also makes sense to get into the binary, because if you're anything like Lisa, not Lisa, it was Gabrielle. She said for a whole year, she wasn't telling anybody about it, but she changed her mind. Thank God she was in the binary. Had she not been in the binary, she would not have been as far ahead as she is now. So it's wise to be in the binary. It's not required that you share with anybody, but I have a big suspicion that you're going to share because you care. I know you care about several people in your life. All right. Now, the next package is the silver is good for people who just want to, use it for them and their spouse and just use it as a, just to be wearing it themselves. But the goal is a person who intentionally knows they want to help people. They want to earn money. We call that the business builder pack. That means that you're getting 5 of these sleeves, $500, and they're going to throw another half a sleeve in for free. But you're going to use these patches because this is how you share it with other people. And there's enough for you and your spouse and some left over to share with other people. That gold package is required in order for you to be a manager. And you want to be a manager because that's what's going to allow you to earn over $100 a week. We won't go through all the training that you need to know, but I'm just throwing some things out there as we go so you can make a wise decision. The diamond pack is for those people who are really, really serious entrepreneurs. Now, I'm the kind of person, if I do something, I'm going to be real serious about it. I don't spend my time on anything that I'm not serious about. And so when my husband and I made a decision to get to join this business, we made a list of 25 couples and 25 individuals that we wanted to share these patches with. And that was, in other words, we had a big vision. So we got the diamond pack because first of all, you're saving money. Now you spend, instead of $100 a package, sleeve, you're spending $84. I love to get things at the wholesale price, don't you? Or they call them bundling. And so now you're getting $1,900 worth of inventory for $1,600. I signed a young man up the other night and I gave him a sleeve. I loaned him a sleeve so he could get started, sampling out until his came in. So this diamond pack also has other benefits, you guys. Listen to this. When you sign up a diamond, if you're a diamond yourself, you make $500. But let's say if you're silver or gold, you only make $200. So the difference of $300 rolls up to the diamond that's above you. So that's significant to know. Also, if you want to stay active in that binary, if you don't want to flush those points that are generated every single month when these people purchase these packages, you want to be on what we call auto ship, simply meaning that you're getting patches every month. First of all, you need it for yourself. And then if you're building the business, you need patches to share with other people. So one sleeve will keep you active, you guys. It's only $99, but it's also going to keep your points, but it's only going to allow you to earn up to $100 per week. Now, when you get the 2 sleeve subscription, even though it's $200, once again, you get to keep all your points, but you get to max out the comp plan. You can make as much as you want if you have 2 sleeves. That's your only overhead, $200 per month to make thousands and millions of dollars one day. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And the diamond pack keeps you active in the binary for 90 days. That's another benefit of the diamond pack. Now, these little envelopes that you see right here, we give people samples in these cards every day. Every day, I leave home and I make sure I have my envelopes with me with patches ready to share with other people. So we can share with you how to get some of those. Now, once again, I told you we have a system in place. Thisisitteam.com is the site that we use to learn how to do everything that we're going to be doing. We're going to coach you along the way, but This Is It Team is our team site. Now, I don't know about you, but I want you to know that it's time to make your move because there's serious people on this call. And if you want to position yourself, timing and positioning is very important in that binary. So make your decision quickly. But we know that this is the hope for your future, you guys. Please get started tonight with X39. I'm just sharing with you one and another incentives and benefits that we have available at Lifeway. They give us so many opportunities to see the world. We have a trip coming up for Punta Cana. I have some colleagues that just got back from Bora Bora. They qualified for that trip. Some of us are getting ready to go to the Greek Isles in a couple of months. So there's many incentives, but this trip you can qualify for. So the sooner you get involved, the quicker you can qualify for this trip. Now, we have a convention coming up. And this is where all of us get together so that you learn, just if you're a professional, you learning how to build your business. You're going to see other colleagues, and it's going to raise your belief level just by attending this convention. So you want to go to thisisitconvention.com. This is July 19th and 20th. 2 days of life-changing and business-building training from top leaders, you guys. So make sure you get that tonight because July 1st, I believe the convention price goes up. Now, another benefit of going to that convention, you get a chance to meet David Schmidt himself. He's going to be training us on this product. You guys, this is something you really, really need to make an effort, because, you know, David Schmidt is literally a genius. He's very brilliant. So with that being the case, you know, please go ahead and get registered for that right now. We do have calls every day of the week, just about, I believe, except for Sundays. And we have launch calls there that are not on this particular code. So you may want to take a screenshot of this, or go to thisisitteam.com and click on X39 Zoom events, and you'll get all the events that we're doing, calls just like this, but a different call number. But the code that you're on tonight, the call that you're on tonight, this is the schedule for these team events. And you can go to digitalalliance101.com, digitalalliance101.com to get this information. But with that, you guys, I want to thank you so much for your time getting on our call tonight. We hope you have a wonderful evening. Get back with the person that invited you to the call. They're going to show you how to get started, and we'll see you all next time.